What's going on, Diggletdreamers? Back again with the Delta Battle League. I fell a little behind recently. I've been pretty busy working on some other projects, but no need to promote those here because this is Pokemon, and that's all that matters here. That's the catchphrase, the new catchphrase of the channel. Pokemon, that's all that matters here. In the background, I have GlitchxCity's song Vast Pony Canyon Remix on repeat. So that's the song you're hearing right now. Link to that will be in the description as well. But anyway, let's get into this. This is week 10 of the Delta Battle League versus Roshi Kane, aka MasterRoshi, coach of the Aston Villampharos. And of course, you know me, I'm Diggletdreams, aka Matharis, coach of the Boston Buizels. You got my team on our side here. We got Mega Camerupt, Alolan Ninetales, Delphox, Mantine, Magnezone, and Toxicroak. Almost forgot Delphox's name for a second there. I think it's because there's two foxes right next to each other. It just threw me off. On my opponent's team is Ferrothorn, Conkeldurr, Rotom Heat, Mew, Donphan, and Clefable. Let's jump right into it. How about? He leads with Donphan. I lead with my Camerupt. I almost wanted to try to predict him here, but I decided to make a safer play and go into my Mantine on the Earthquake, and it was the right play, as I am able to click Scald there, get a nice burn on the Clefable, revealing that is not Magic Guard, is probably unaware. I decided to go back my Camel as a pretty safe switch on the thing, but he pulls a nice double into Conkeldurr and hits me with a really strong Drain Punch, and I am going to hit him with a really powerful Fire Blast, but I don't want to die to the next Drain Punch, so I decided to risk it with my Toxicroak. I'm able to take the hit fairly well, and then force him out into his Rotom, get a little health back with this Drain Punch. Not much, though, with the Life Orb recoil as well. So again, my Camel's a pretty safe switch in, but he does pull a nice double into his Donphan, but I predict him that time and actually go for the Fire Blast as he goes for Stealth Rocks. But a Guav, Berry, and Sturdy is gonna ruin me. So right there, I tried to predict him one more time because I knew the switch into Mantine was super obvious, but he decided not to play any games and just went for the Earthquake, and unfortunately lost my Camerupt right there. It was definitely a poor play on my part. It could have worked out, but I really should have gone into Mantine every single time on this thing because my Mantine has Defog, it's immune to the Earthquake, and it can hit back with powerful Scalds and Defogs and stuff. So I decided to then go into my Mantine, and I'm just going to defog these rocks away as he pulls a double into his Mew. Now, Mew is unpredictable. There's a million different sets that this thing could be running, so I decided to switch in my Magnezone, predicting an Electric-type move, as he does go for the Volt Switch, and then it brings out his Rotom, which is not great for me. But I decided to try to make a prediction there that does not work out for me again. I thought, alright, let's pause it again. I thought maybe there was a chance that he would think I would go into Mantine and try to Volt Switch, but really looking back on it, he had no reason not to go for Overheat. If I did go into Mantine, he could just click an Electric-type move again afterwards and it would still probably KO. So really not the best move on my part, but I was just playing super risky, super dangerous in this match, and it did not really pay off for me. But I go into my Ninetales thinking I can set up a sub on this thing while it's at half special attack, but he gets a crit on the Volt Switch. Not entirely sure if it mattered, but it does break my sub as he does switch into his Mew. And I try to sub up one more time because really my only chance at this point, but another Volt Switch is going to break that sub as he's back into his Rotom with full special attack. Now I really don't want to take the Overheat, so I decide to go into Mantine, but he really has no reason to not to click Thunderbolt. It'll damage everything on my team to KO everything. So he unfortunately loses my Mantine, but I am going to go into my Delphox here and try to just basically take this thing down, but as you will see in a moment, it is not quite enough. He is a very bulky Rotom, and my damage is not going to be enough to finish him off, and unfortunately I just lose my Delphox to that 1v1. But now I'm going to go into my Mortimer, my Toxicroak, and just go for game. Go for the Swords Dance, able to live the Thunderbolt. Since I knew he wasn't offensive, I would be able to live the hit. I get a little bit back with the Drain Punch, and I could go for Sucker Punch here, but I decided not to because I kind of need the HP. I was going to die either way, but probably should have gone for the Sucker Punch. But anyway, I can bring my Ninetales out here and finish the Donphan. And then here I try to go for the sub, just hoping that he doesn't have Gyro Ball, but he does. And that is going to be pretty much the game. Go for the Blizzard and maybe it freezes him, but no. The Gyro Ball is going to finish me off. and that is gonna be the game. If he didn't have gyro ball on this thing, then maybe there was a chance I could have set up a sub, set up a nasty plot, and potentially swept the game. But of course it's all risky. Mew probably could have broken my sub, but if I had +2 versus it, I probably could have knocked him out with a blizzard. Clefable as well. Conkeler definitely goes down to a Moonblast. Maybe I could have eaten a Knock Punch as well, I don't know. But that's the way the game went down, and maybe we'll battle him again sometime and we can pull off the victory. But guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to check out Roshi Kane's channel. I'm pretty sure he has a channel. But the link to that will be down below, as well as a link to his Twitter. And yeah, thanks for watching. Look forward to the next week battle, which I'm going to be recording pretty much immediately after this one, so it should be up pretty soon. Keep dreaming. Peace out. See you next time.